Hi there, class. My name is Teacher Neriel, and I will be your teacher for the whole first quarter sa subject na electronics. And in your first module, you already know and were able to discover the basic of electricity, its definition, how electricity is being produced, the relationship of the atom to the production of electricity, and so on and so forth. And now it's time for us to move on to our next module, the second module for the first quarter here in electronics. And without further ado, our topic is all about the concept of electricity's conduction and insulation. So dito sa module na to, dalawang pag-uusapan natin, yung conduction and then yung insulation in relation to the electricity. So what is conduction and what is insulation and how electricity behave o papaano nagre-react yung electricity sa conductor and sa insulation and why there are materials that is considered or are considered as conductors and insulators. Okay, so I hope at the end of this module of this discussion, marami kayong matutunan with regard to this topic. So let's go. To begin with, there are two categories that we will be focused on. The first one is the conductor, and the second one is the insulator. So let's define first and focus to the left part of the screen, which is the conductor. Its definition is any material that allows electric current to pass through it. So, maliwanag na ang conductor ay kahit anong materials, whether liquid, metals, solid, sometimes gas if it permits, basta nag-a-allow siyang mag-conduct ng electricity o makadaloy yung electricity, then it is called conductor. On the other hand, insulator naman, insulator is any material that does not allow electric current to pass through it. So ito yung mga materials na tipong pag nilagyan mo or in-applyan mo siya ng kuryente, deadma lang, di tumatakbo yung electricity sa kanya. So balik tayo sa conductor. Here are some of the examples that we have. The first one is the copper. The second one is the aluminum. And the third is steel and any metal for the fourth. Para naman sa insulator, we have the plastic, the rubber, the glass, the cloth, and the wood. So we all know that pag hinawakan mo tong mga nasa kaliwa, may kuryente, makukuryente ka. Pero pag ito namang nasa kanan, yung hinawakan, yung sa insulator, at kahit may kuryente, hindi ka basta-basta o hindi ka makukuryente. Because these are insulators and these are conductors. Now, okay. So alam na natin yung definition ng conductor and insulator. But let's go to the second part of our lesson. Now, the question is, what makes a conductor conductive? So, ano yung factor kung bakit yung mga metals na yan, kung liquid man yan, nakakapag-conduct sila ng electricity o nag-allow sila ng pag-flow ng electricity? Because conduction is an act of allowing it is a state of allowing the flow of electricity. So pag conductor, nagko-conduct siya ng electricity, probably heat din sa ibang discipline, but we focus on electricity. So what makes a conductor conductive? The answer for that is because meron kasi silang tinatawag na free electrons. And the presence of this free electrons, let's focus on this one, free electrons. Pag may free electrons yung material, qualified siya para maging conductor ng electricity. Let us bear in mind or lagi natin sanang tandaan that electricity is the flow of charge. So by connecting the first and the second bullet, pag may flow of charge, ang charge o ang make possible na magkaroon ng flow of charge ay yung free electrons. So pag tong mga free electrons na to ay na-charge, gaya nung natutunan ninyo sa module 1, na-charge kasi yan, yung proton na-charge, yung electrons na-charge. Pag na-charge tong yung mga free electrons na to at na-applyan ng force, magkakaroon ng flow o paglipat ng free electrons from one place to another. So magkakaroon siya ng pagdaloy or flow of charge. Okay? So kaya ang materials na may free electrons, ito ang nagpapaging conductor ng isang material. So in other words, pag walang free electrons na makakapag-flow from one place to another, hindi siya pwedeng maging conductor. Okay? I hope that is clear for everyone. Next is, if in a material, electrons, referring to the free electrons above, okay? If these electrons or free electrons are able to escape out of nucleus pool and move across that material surface freely, ibig sabihin, dire-diretso, then the material is called conductor of electricity. So, kaya pala nagkakaroon ng flow of charge, itong mga free electrons na ito na charged or equipped ng power, nakaka-escape sila doon sa pool ng nucleus. Kasi parang ano yan eh, parang Earth, yung Earth may gravitational pull, kaya tayo hindi lumulutang sa space or na umaalis sa Earth. Parang ganun yung significance nun or yung um, relationship nun. Yung nucleus kasi positively charged yan kasi nandyan yung protons. Yung mga protons, we all know in a previous lesson or module na ito ay positively charged. And then yung electrons naman, these are negatively charged. So we know that pag may positive, may negative, nagdikit yan or nagkaroon ng short distance, nagkakaroon to ng attraction. So kaya nagkakaroon ng nucleus pull. Kasi yung nucleus is positively charged, yung electrons are negatively charged, magkakaroon ng attraction or pull, hilahan. Now, may mga electrons pala na kaya nilang kumawala doon sa nucleus power or pull na yon. At kaya nagkakaroon ng flow of charge sa pamamagitan naman itong mga free electrons na ito. Kaya sila nako-considered as conductor of electricity. Okay? So these are the things, these are the reasons, but not limited to, why conductors become conductive. Ito yung mga dahilan. May free electrons sila, nagfo-flow yung mga charge, kasi yung mga free electrons na to, kaya na lang kumawala doon sa nucleus pool pag na-applyan sila ng source o ng voltage. Okay? Next, itong mga free electrons na ito, normally ito yung tinatawag nating valence electrons. Remember, yung free electrons ang most responsible with regard to the flow of electricity. And these electrons are considered valence electrons. Okay? So how do we define valence electrons? These are the outermost electrons of an atom and require the least, pinakamahina, least amount of force to be freed or mapamove from one place or one atom to another from an atom. So yun yung valence electron. Ito yung pinakamalayo doon sa nucleus. Kasi yung nucleus kasi, kung maraming mga electrons yan, ano yan eh, orbit by orbit yan. Nakita naman natin yan sa module 1, di ba? So yung pinakamalayo, yung pinaka-outermost part, lalo na kung nag-iisa lang yon, hindi kinakailangan ng maraming amount ng force para mapalipat yon mula sa isang atom to another. Kaya possible talaga na yung valence electron na ito, especially kung iisa lang siya, ay magkaroon ng conductance of electricity kasi mapapaalis siya mula sa isang atom to another. Next is the atom with one valence electron, as what I'm trying to mention earlier, is an excellent conductors of electricity. Simple logic. Kasi pinakamalayo siya sa nucleus pool, iisa lang siya, hindi siya madaming kasama, so mahina yung kanyang bond doon sa atom, mabilis siyang mapalipat from one atom to another. And for the most common kind of conductor in the market na nabibili natin is the copper. Kasi ang copper kasi, ano siya eh, abundant siya. At the same time, hindi siya ganun kamahal i-produce. Bukod kasi sa copper, gaya ng kanina napakita natin, we have aluminum, we have steel, other kinds of metal. Marami pa kasing pwedeng makapag-conduct ng electricity. For example, yung gold. Kung pag-uusapan high conductivity, mas maganda ang gold kaysa kay copper. But the problem is, kung si copper o kung si gold ang gagamitin natin sa mga wires natin, for example, sa bahay, house wiring, aba, malaki ang gagastusin natin dyan kasi maraming ginto ang gagamitin mo para lang magkaroon ng magandang flow of electricity. So, pwede naman na hindi ganun kamahal sa pamamagitan ng um, material na copper. Ito yung kaya ito yung pinaka-rampant o yung rampant. So, ibig sabihin ito yung pinaka-pangkaraniwan at maraming abundant na supply na ginagamit pagdating sa wire conductance o sa pag-produce ng wire. Kasi alam naman natin na ang mga wires, electrical wires specifically, these are conductors of electricity. Okay? So, meron ako ditong picture na ipapakita. So as you can see, yung mga purple na yan, yun yung mga valence electrons na nagmo-move from one atom to another. Ano? So may supply, for example, negatively charged galing kay battery, papasok sa isang atom ng copper. So pagpasok niya, itutulak niya yung valence electron nung nasa isang atom, lilipat sa kabila, and then so on and so forth. And then yung mga positively charges naman, yung nucleus, stay put lang yan, hindi yan umaalis. Okay? Kaya nga, ang flow ng electricity although hindi natin siya nakikita, ang electricity pag dumadaloy, in a normal condition, mas ano talaga yung acceptable yung negative going to positive kaysa sa positive going to negative. Kasi electricity, electron, ang gumagalaw kasi o ang nag-move ay yung valence electron. So kaya ang electron negatively charged, kaya negative to positive ang mas acceptable na theory ng movement ng or principle ng movement ng um, electricity. Okay? So these are the series of charge of free valence electron. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Let's move on to the next one. So kanina, one valence electron, excellent conductor. So what if 8 ang or maximum valence electron ang meron sa isang atom? Will it be, mas madaming valence electron? So, ibig bang sabihin nito, mas maganda itong mag-conduct ng electricity? Ang sagot, well, no. It is considered to be an insulator. Kasi, malakas yung band ng valence electron ng atom. Ng isang atom na may 8 or maximum number. Ano? So pag in-applyan mo siya ng, say for example, negatively charged coming from the battery, hindi mamumove yun from one atom to another kasi malakas yung band nila. So kaya resulta, insulator siya. Okay? So insulators are the reverse of conductors for one simple reason. Kasi it prohibits the flow of electricity. Kasi nga, yung valence electron hindi maitulak from one place to another, an atom to another atom. Okay? And next, unlike conductors, kung conductors, konting amount of electricity lang or force ang kailangan, kapag dito mo ginawa yun sa insulator, malaking amount ng electricity at kung i-apply mo pa to doon sa insulator, malamang hindi ito pa rin mag-conduct ng electricity. Instead, masusunog ito or madadamage siya, puputok siya, or wala pa rin conduction of electricity. Kasi nga, hindi mahina yung kanyang bond ng valence electron doon sa kanyang nucleus. Hindi siya makaalis. At malakas yung bond niya kasi 8 siya. Okay? So, ang isang katangian ngayon ng insulator, maliwanag na nakikita natin, ito may mga maximum valence electron ito o mataas na valence electron. Hindi man siya perfect na 8 or maximum, maaring 7, maaring 6, but definitely hindi insulator may 1 valence electron. Conductor yan. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa, nalaman na natin na ang conductors ay ganun ang characteristic. Specifically yung copper, yan ang pinaka-usual. Ano ba yung mga considerations natin kung pipili tayo ng conductors? Kapag ba nakakita tayo, for example, ng wire, kasi for safety natin to, you have to know this. Pag nakakita ba tayo ng isang simple wire, pwede na ba natin tong isaksak dyan sa 220 natin sa bahay at paganahin si ref, si TV, si electric fan, si aircon? Pwede ba natin gawin yon? Well, meron tayong considerations dyan. Number one natin dyan, yung heat. Secondarily natin dyan, yung voltage at yung current. Ngayon, yung tatlong ito, they work hand in hand. Yung relationship nila ay directly proportional. Which means na, pag mataas si voltage, mataas si current, mataas din yung kanyang heat na napoproduce o yung temperature. Pag mababa, di mababa lahat siya. So for example, 1.5 volts na battery, yung maliit nating nilalagay sa mga relo, sa bahay, sa mga wall clock. May voltage yun, may current yun. Nagpo-produce din yun ng heat. Pero kung i-compared mo siya sa 220 volts natin na saksakan sa mga outlets natin sa bahay, hindi hamak namang mas mataas yung mga outlets natin. Kaya kung nakikita natin sa mga laruan, may maliliit o maninipis na wire, pwede yun kasi maliliit lang yung kanilang voltage at current. Thus, the temperature, the heat it produced is also low. Okay? Compared doon sa mga high voltages, so kaya pagka halimbawa manipis yung wire, wag natin itong gagamitin. For example, ikakabit mo siya or pagsasaksakan siya ng ref na malaki or aircon, yung mga mabibigat nating appliances sa bahay. 'Di ba? Kaya minsan nasusunog yung bahay kasi gumamit ng extension, ang daming nakasaksak, hindi na kaya, biglang nag-apoy. Why? Kasi maraming kumukonsumo ng kuryente, humihigop, malakas yung voltage na pasok ng kuryente at current, mataas din uminit ang temperature, summer. Nag-apoy siya bigla, nasunog yung bahay. So these are the considerations, some of the considerations na basic na kailangan nating malaman kung pipili tayo ng conductors. Siyempre, copper ang ating conductor dyan or probably other metals. So, ang ano natin dito, yung relationship, kung mataas yung voltage, current, and temperature, dapat malalaki yung wires na gagamitin. Kung maliliit naman ang mga voltage, edi maliit din yung wire, pwede na yan. Okay? Hindi naman pwedeng malaki yung wire tapos 1.5 lang yung voltage. Hindi naman tama yun. Okay? So, next, we have a question here asking why is an insulator necessary? Ano nga ba ang dahilan? Bakit insulator mahalaga yan? Hindi naman nagko-conduct ng electricity yan. Well, the first thing that we have to consider is that insulator could act as a PPE or personal protective equipment, kagaya ng gloves. Aba, kung halimbawa ang gloves mo ay nagko-conduct ng electricity, paghawak mo sa wires, kagaya ng mga lineman sa Meralco, nag-aayos sila ng wires. Kung wala silang glove or yung gloves nila ay conductors din, patay yung mga yun, nakukuryente. O, diba? So, protective equipment mo yan, yung mga insulators. Okay, next is divides the connections in the circuit. Oo nga naman, kasi kung walang insulator, lahat ng terminals mo, lahat yun magkakakonect kasi walang nag-isolate sa kanila. Kasi ang insulator, isolator din kasi yan tagapaghiwalay. Okay, tagapag-divide. And lastly, kapag may mga divisions sa mga connections, it will prevent short circuit. Diba? O. Kasi kung walang insulators, halimbawa yung computers mo, tingnan mo, binuksan mo yung computer mo, ang daming wire sa loob, sa power supply, bakit hindi yun sumasabog? Hindi siya nagkakaroon ng short circuit. Kasi may insulator, may mga goma yung wires Diba? Kung tatanggalin mo lahat yun, then paganahin mo, saksak mo yun, sasabog yung computer mo kasi mag-short circuit siya. Okay, hindi natin sariling sasabog, but masisira yung computers mo or computer mo. Okay? So, kaya pala, importante din yung role of the insulator. The insulator's role is indeed important in electricity, in dealing with electricity, because you cannot craft or come up with a nice design if all parts of your circuit or prototype or whatever you're doing, experiment probably, are made of, all components are made of conductors. It is necessary really to include insulators in dividing the connections, preventing short circuit, and on your part, to be safe in handling electricity. Okay? So, that's it. Sana nagustuhan nyo at naintindihan nyo yung content ng topic natin for the Module 2. And of course, you have probably a lot of questions that you would like to ask. Paano pa ganyan, ganito? Well, since we cannot meet face-to-face. Pwede naman, meron naman tayong workaround para dyan. You on your end, since nasa bahay tayo, hindi naman tayo naglalabas, we have uh, time for us to study. Well, all you have to do is to do some research, research, and research. Okay? So, marami naman tayo niyan sa internet. If you do have books, much better para makapag-enrich pa kayo ng more information with regard to this topic. And once again, I am Teacher Neriel, and thank you for listening. And I hope that you will be able to continue your study for the Module 3 of this first quarter. See you and stay safe, and God bless. Next meeting. Bye-bye.